We have a question from Dan, and I got to tell you, man, that is a beautiful name. Dan says, as I near 65 years old, child, and with a bit of wear and tear to deal with, what are Dan's thoughts, me, I guess, on lighter weight, higher rep kettlebell workouts? I love the idea, and let's answer the question. I like the ABC formula, but I can't toss around 20 kilo bells these days. I'm looking for conditioning and a bit of fat loss. Okay, so there's no real question in there, but let me answer what you're trying to say. Yeah, I think, now I've said this many times on this particular thing. After age 55, 56, Dan, you have to slide over into bodybuilding numbers. I'm 68, athletically 68. I'll be 60. I won't turn 68 for a few more months. For Masters Athletics, January 1st gives you, makes you older. Yay. Like in my press workouts, my military press workouts, I do a lot of work in that. Like today's workout, I did sets of 13 and sets of 8. If you'd have sat little Danny John down 20, 30 years ago and said, he's doing reps of 8 and 13, they'd have said, no, not me. But I need those. So yes, very much I like the idea. Is the ABC an appropriate workout for you for your goal set? Well, for fat loss, the ABC, and I'm going to modify it for you in just a second, but fat loss is going to happen in the kitchen, Dan. Fat loss is going to happen with, in my case, I like fasting. I like to walk while fasted. I keep a real tight eye on protein. I do cycle protein. I eat a lot of fruit. I'm a very, very fruit-forward guy. I do avoid cardboard carbohydrates. I'm the brand of bread I make. I make my own bread, but if I do buy it at the store, I buy a brand called Dave's, and I get his thin sliced. Every slice of Dave's bread, thin slice, is 70 calories. Well, if you have two pieces of, let's say you have you and I mean, we're going to have 2 sandwiches. The bread alone is 280 calories. Then we slather on the mayo. And even before we start putting anything between those 2 pieces of bread, our numbers are already pretty high for and that's a lot of calories. And I mean, honestly, I don't know how many of you are big engines, but eating 2 sandwiches isn't going to fill me up for a whole day. And that's why I'm so focused on making sure I get my protein sources in. I eat fruit when I'm hungry. Somebody told me not long ago that, fruit has sugar in it. And all I want to do is say asterisk. I mean, like I always say, I don't know how many apples it would take to eat. So at my height, I should have 2,800 calories a day. Okay, good. I don't know how many apples that would be, but I guarantee I might be able to eat 2,800 calories of apples in one day. I don't know if I'd be able to do much else the next day. It would be a brutal next day. So if you're going to do the ABC formula, let's just do this idea. Go lighter. I still would like you to do the 2 cleans, but certainly think about something like maybe up those presses to 3, maybe 5 if the weight's only 12s. And on the front squats, do an appropriate number that would work well with you, maybe like even up to 8. So your ABC for being 65 with a lighter weight, 2 double kettlebell cleans, 5 double kettle presses, 8 front squats, and make a run with that, okay?